for the press conference for match 145 between Orlando Pirates of South Africa and Pyramids FC of Egypt. Before we start the press conference, of course, it's just normal procedure to ask you guys, can you please put your phones on silent so that it does not disturb the press conference? Thank you. On my right, I have Coach Jose Rivero as well as the captain, Innocent Mayela. They're just going to help us look ahead at the game tomorrow, and then after they are done with their perspectives, then we're going to open the floor for questions. So, Coach, I'm just going to go ahead and start with you. You keep edging closer to the final big game, first leg, starting at home tomorrow. Just how are you feeling after the preparations today?
Little by little, we don't think further than tomorrow's game. But obviously we are so happy, so proud of being part of the last stages of the competition. Is something very, very special for all of us, particularly for the football players, the ones who are going to play the game tomorrow and try to do everything, in order to one more time to get a good result, knowing as usually about the difficulty of the match, the task ahead of us, two games to play against a very good team, but we are in a good space. We're ready to go.
Thank you, Coach. Captain, I'm just going to move on to you, just from a player's perspective, the same question as the coach, please.
Yeah, focused as ever. We have a few days to train, prepare, making sure that we are ready. So the game should be exciting, should be competitive. But yeah, I believe we are ready and we are looking forward to it.
Thank you, Maila. And then now we're going to open the floor for questions. Please just kindly raise your hand. The mic will come to you, and please let us know the media house you are representing. Thank you. Can we get the mic to Garab?
Good afternoon, Coach, and the captain. This is to the captain, Karao Pasha, BBC Sports. Innocent, I think you know the fabric of this club more than anyone. I think you're one of them longest serving. Is this what dreams are made of, playing in the semi-final of this competition? And obviously you've shaken hands with Paradise in regards to lifting trophies. How does that, make you feel knowing that you are born and bred within, the structures of this massive club?
Yeah, I think we've always said that, as a football club, this is the space that we want to find ourselves in, competing against the best in the continent. And obviously for us to find ourselves in this position, it means we've been doing something really, really well. But yeah, our focus now is just the game tomorrow and making sure that we go out there and we deliver. It's a wonderful opportunity, for both teams, but especially for us playing here at home. But yeah, the club deserves to be here. The players, the technical team, everyone involved. We've worked really, really hard, building throughout these years, and tomorrow is another opportunity. We have to go out there and make sure that we are ready to perform.
Hi, good day, Coach. Daniel from City Press. What do you make of Pyramids, Coach? A team that is actually also new in this space, having gone, to the last four, and much like Pirates, they are also in the final of their domestic cup. So, from your side, what can you tell us about Pyramids, considering that you've been playing against well-known sides like the other teams that you met previously in this competition?
I think it's the most difficult thing we didn't play yet. Then we are about to play this season. From my point of view, the fact that they lead in the domestic league, doing well in the cup competitions as well, brilliant participation in the Champions League this season tells a lot about them. But after all, analyzing them and knowing a little bit more about the way they play football and the complexity of that will require to stop them tomorrow, I can tell you that they're not in the semi-finals like I think the rest of us in the competition. Ali and Mamelodi Sundowns, we are not here by chance. We're here because we were doing the things very well all the way through the competition, it's a difficult team to control in defense. A lot of talent in the front four, experience. They know very well, and they master the way they trying to play football in possession. So we know about the importance of make sure that tomorrow we can be in our best version. Otherwise, any other version is not going to be enough. So, yeah, we accept the challenge. We're ready to go. We really want to test ourselves one more time in this moment of the competition, and let's see how good can we be on the day. And for sure, it's gonna be an equal game. It's a semi-final of the Champions League. So, yeah, that's what I can tell you right now about them. Without saying so much.
Okay, we'll go to and then we're going to come to Jabulo.
Coach Shulu Coach from News from Africa. Coach, you've got a good record playing at the FNB Stadium this season. You've got 2 big results against your 2 arch rivals in local competition. Does that help when you play another big game in continental football here at the stadium? Does it sort of ease the pain of not being able to play at your home ground where it's more compact and the fans are able to get on top and give you guys a real advantage?
Well, I can analyze whatever you ask me before it happens, but it doesn't have any value. I think we have to play here tomorrow. It's a fact. We have the opportunity today to have a training session before the match. I think the field is quite alright. It's going to help both teams to try to play football. It's going to be fast as usually here in the FNB when the weather is wet like it is right now. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff. It's different than Orlando, so it affects a little bit the environment. I hope that our fans have the opportunity tomorrow to fulfill the stadium. It's a semi-final of the Champions League. It's a unique occasion for them to play the game together. We really need that support. Like you said, Orlando is much more compact, let's say, much more easy. It's half of the capacity of this stadium. So again, I hope that everyone understands that tomorrow we have an opportunity which is presented to us, and we have to really take it. And the support of our fans, it goes without saying, that is something fundamental for us. So hopefully tomorrow we can have a proper atmosphere in the stadium as well.
Jabulungita from News 24. First question is to the coach and then another to the captain. Coach, how do you handle the situation of playing North African teams where even though you're facing the same team, you essentially face 2 teams with how they play when they're away and compared to how they play when they're at home, especially when they have the second leg at home? And to Innocent, I mean, you guys have been in an amazing run in this competition. When you started, only Cash had been in the group stage. What role has it played in the team in terms of the leadership and also the sharing information in terms of what to expect and what it does without the polling?
Yeah, should I start? I think when we started, we acknowledged that we were a new group, young group, gaining new experiences. But I think now, at this moment, we're in a good position. I think we've played games under in intense environments, and we've gained and we've grown, from those experiences. But yeah, I mean, when we started, like you say, not a lot of players had the experience of playing this tournament, but the more we progressed, the more valuable the experience became, especially for everyone involved. And I think the experience will go a long way, not only in this campaign, but also in the future. But yeah, I think it's been a good run. I think, like the coach is saying, we've worked really, really hard to be in this position, and an opportunity has been presented to us. We have to go out there and make sure that we show, the experience that we've gained so far, and enjoy the game and play to our best of our abilities.
Honestly, I don't face the game in many different or particular ways, because teams are coming from side or the other side of the continent. What is true is that the knockout stages in these competitions is different because the away goals still having a different value is a big condition especially when you play home. It's something to really have it in mind during the 90 minutes all the time, that the importance of having again the opportunity to keep a clean sheet, and those are the components that makes these things or these games a little bit different than others. It's true that there's a little bit different cultures in terms of football in both teams, or the north and the south, and different ways there's let's say that different questions from the opponent than in our domestic league. Difficult to answer. It's a challenge, but again, I think so far we've been doing so well, and like I said many times already, that give us the confidence that this time we can do it well again. Hopefully, good enough to obviously to get the result that we are looking for. Same way that they are looking for the opportunity to be in a final is a huge opportunity for both clubs, and only that fact should be enough to make sure that tomorrow and the next week Friday, we can offer a good show, a good football game to our fans.
Can you bring the mic to David?
Yeah, thank you. Coach Vedila here from SABC. How important has been tactical discipline for you in this campaign? And also, I'm listening to you talking about how detailed some of the teams have been playing, and how do you think, especially the knockout phase, has improved the tactical awareness and tactical discipline of your team?
We're playing against the best teams that we can play in our space, in our environment, in our, I don't know how to say, like our universe as a club who is competing in Africa. So it's all of these games are difficult to approach for the level of the opponents, first of all, because of the different type of environments that you find. So I think that I said after my first game in the group stage in Algeria against CRB, there's no time to breathe almost when you are there on the bench, and you have to try because sometimes you cannot even do it to help the players tactically, and a lot of things are happening in every minute of the game. So that tells you about the rhythm, and that's the difference between the leagues in the end. The amount of time that you have to think and to execute one action is different in the domestic league and in the Champions League, because the opponent has a different capacities tactically and technically, and I think Orlando Pirates so far managed to be at that level and compete very well in that space. So tomorrow we're not gonna do anything that we didn't try before or we don't know that we can do already, because like I said, the most important in sport, in competitions, is to have the confidence, not only the quality, not only the preparation. It's about you to believe that you can do it again, and we prove to ourselves, not to anybody else, to ourselves during this competition, that we are capable to do it, and tomorrow is going to be a repetition.
Can we take one for Butel and then take two more and close the press conference?
Skipper, just out of curiosity, does it really matter where you start, especially at this stage of the competition? Does it make it better to start at home and finish away, or start away and finish at home? Where is it more intense when you have to go through this, or is it a matter of you guys now saying we are used to this?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of us being used to it. I think the results after the first leg obviously makes you go back and have a preference, right? But I mean, for us as players, as long then yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. But now it is what it is. It's a fact. We're playing at home. It's an opportunity to play, with our home fans, and we do urge them to come out in numbers because we will need them. We need them to give us that competitive edge in tomorrow's match. But I'm hopeful that we hear in numbers to give us the support. So yeah, usually you do get the results of the first leg, and in hindsight you come up with a preference. But like I'm saying, it doesn't really matter at this stage.
Hi, Coach Daniel again. Obviously, Pirates' impressive run has attracted the national team selectors. One of the key members of the squad is wanted for the SA under-20s for AFCON. Will you let go?
Good try. Well done.
You want to answer that?
Well played.
We have one more question, Karabo, and then we're gonna close the press conference. Thank you.
Coach, right through the season, you've always spoken about the importance of performance from the players, which makes it easier to get results. In this sort of situation, what takes precedence? Is it scoring, not conceding, or performance?
What is more important?
Yes, in your view, yes, sir.
I don't have a ranking for such a things. I mean, everything is important in this kind of games, and we're proving and we're showing that we are in a good level in every department. And again, tomorrow, like I said, like an answer to the previous question, that I'm not going to say we know how to compete in this competition and that kind of things, because every game is a different story, but we know how competitive we can be, let's put it in that way, and tomorrow we will try to replicate our performances in these competitions, and hopefully that performance is enough to get the result that we are looking for, and knowing how tricky again this competition is. There's a lot of details that are going to play a big role. We can go to the final not winning one of these games, any of these games, and we can go out not losing any of these games because of the, like I said, the value double and stuff like that. So there's a lot of components to take care. Probably both teams will have opportunities and the feeling that we have the chance to go through, or we were the better team, because like I said, it's a long run, 2 games to play. There's gonna be moments for both teams, and it's about us to capitalize our moments and then be disciplined, be strategic in our approach. If we manage to get any kind of advantage during the 2 legs, and it's an exciting opportunity for all of us to live together, to try to be better than the opponent, and hopefully we can be one more time the better team.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Captain. That must
Thank
be
you.
our press conference. Thank you.